Hey, what's going on, y'all? Excuse me for the way I look. I look kind of bummy. I'm about to go to the barbershop and get hooked up. But I wanted to get this video. Out to y'all. I want to do my stuff video. A little bit of a different feel, like y'all, as y'all can see, it's a little more casual. A little more casual than I normally do it. But it's just a stuff video. I'm trying to update y'all on what's going on. Any injuries, any crazy stuff, anybody get in trouble. That's what these stuff videos are gonna be for. So Jacoby Brissett ended up having an MCL sprain, and from Google, I'm gonna put it up on the screen. It says it takes either from a couple days to a couple weeks to heal. So we probably won't see him till like week 13 or 14 if they don't rush him back. And speaking on that, Pat Mahomes is set to return. I don't know how long it's supposed to take for him to come back or not, but I really want him to take an extra week. Like if it says 4 weeks, he needs to take 5 weeks. But it says he's expected to play. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big fan of it, but whatever, it's the NFL. And then we have Lamar Jackson. He didn't injure nothing like that, but he missed practice with an illness. They said they're on a bye, so he has a week to get over that. So they said he missed practice. I think they have a bye. Don't quote me on it. But so yeah, I think those are only the big things the big storylines that we have for this week. Everybody else, I think, is fine. So I have two videos for y'all. I have two undisputed videos. It's just gonna be audio. One is talking about Cam Newton and his possibility of leaving because he got put on IR, so he's done for the season. And the next video is them with I think it's Orlando Scandrick who's there with them, and they're talking about Patrick Mahomes returning and just being them. So y'all enjoy the two. I'll see y'all on Tuesday for Black Quarterback. I think we're on week 11. Just chugging along.
Cam Newton on injured reserve yesterday, officially ending the former MVP season. Cam was 0-2 this year before being sidelined with a foot injury and handing the reins over to Kyle Allen, who has led Carolina to a 5-1 record in his starts. Cam replied to a post on Instagram about the situation, writing in his very own Cam style, "Charlotte and the Panthers will forever be in my heart. I will work my tail off to be stronger, faster, smarter, and accurater." Yes, he said that word, guys. For you guys. Until then, I will continue to support the hell out of the Panthers. And for Kyle Allen and Will Grier, hashtag shine through the shade. So, Shannon, is Cam saying goodbye?
Yeah, Skip, it sounds like it. Because when you'll forever be in my heart, it just appears that he's resigned to the fact that his career in Charlotte is probably over.
Yep.
And Skip, true story, I had a girlfriend write me a letter just like this here.
No.
Say, Shannon, I'll always
just like
love
this?
you. Say, Shannon, you'll always be special to me.
A letter?
I mean, just like that. You'll always be
She
special.
broke up via letter?
No, I'm just saying. The letter came. And so, I was like, well, damn. It's odd. She really never left the letter before. And I'm reading it. Shannon, you'll always be special to me. You'll always hold a special place in my heart. I'm reading up like, okay.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh.
Was that the last you spoke to her, or what happened?
Skip, stop.
Well, I wouldn't know.
How did it end?
How did it end?
How did it end?
You know how it ended.
You can't
the
leave
same way it's going for Cam.
Well, I think that ended that, right?
Yeah, it definitely did, Skip.
Okay.
Skip, but they say in marriage, it's a lot easier to go your separate ways if there's nothing there to hold you.
That is
There's no
correct.
kids, there's no financial, there's no property, so it's easy to sever ties. Cam Newton has a $21 million cap hit, but if they release Cam, it's only $2 million.
Wow.
NFL teams eat $2, $3, $5, $10 million like it's $5.
I agree.
Now, if there was a $40 million, like that big cap hit when Tony Romo retired, Skip, remember they had to split it out over 2 years, the cap hit was so big.
Yeah.
But for this, Cam has been injured. And I said last year, Cam is injured. Cam was playing hurt.
Yep.
But people don't want to hear that. When you go out on that field, Skip, all they see is Charlotte. Oh, that's Carolina? Number one? That's Cam. they don't know what was going on with Cam's shoulder. Cam's shoulder was hurt more than what he let on.
He's had 2 shoulder surgeries since 2017. Right.
And he's taken some punishment over the years, Skip. You know, being a running quarterback. And Skip, they were running quarterback power. They were having a fullback lead and a tackle lead, and Cam running the ball like he's a running back.
Remember that hit at the goal line in Atlanta?
And he took several of those. Oof. And that catches up with you at some point in time. But also something happens, Skip. Don't let anybody fool you. When they draft a guy behind your position and they take him in the first 3 rounds, he should have got an indication when Jimmy Garoppolo got drafted. You Skip, they were willing to move on from Tom Brady. At the time, Tom Brady had 4 Super Bowls and 2 Super Bowl MVPs.
Yeah.
And they were willing to move on. I understand Cam Newton as a league MVP. He's been to Pro Bowls. He's been an All-Pro. But if you don't think those teams, if they think they can save $1 and still get the same results because they're looking at, well, Kyle Allen 5-1. But before you make this move, Carolina, let me make sure you're aware of something. Do you believe that C-Mac, Christian McCaffrey, is going to be on an all-purpose, all-record pace for the next 3 to 5 years?
Good question.
He's playing out of his mind.
At the moment.
He's in the MVP discussion.
Yep.
But you better hope he can stay at that level. Because if you think Kyle Allen or Will Greer, because I believe you stumbled on Kyle Allen. You did select Will Greer. I think you took him in the 3rd round, Skip.
What was it, 4th?
Third or fourth round.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe you stumbled on Kyle Allen.
Yep.
Will Greer had gotten hurt.
Yep.
But Skip, they better be right on this but Cam's going to have suitors. Chicago take it right now, Skip.
Well, I think they would.
Chicago take it right now.
I agree.
If he was, obviously he's not healthy, Skip, but I'm saying right now, he will have his opportunity to go somewhere and start in this league. But reading the letter, and I get he says, well, I'm going to do my best to come back stronger, faster, smarter, more accurate for you guys. But I think that first line is what you'll always be special. You'll always be in my heart. That sounds like a guy that's resigned to the fact that he knows in the very near future that his time in Carolina is probably going to be up.
Which is why I thought this post, there were a couple of posts, I thought they came off as much as dares as goodbyes. Daring Carolina, okay, go ahead. Let me go.
Right.
Because I'm going to come back faster, stronger, accurate.
Right.
I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you.
So that wasn't for the fans. That was for his organization.
That's what I believe.
Okay.
And I believe there's some bitterness, some animosity on his part, and maybe justifiably so.
Right.
That they have not continued to support him through some decline in his statistics since 2015. But he was the MVP of this league.
Yes.
That's hard to do.
Yes.
And I can't let that go right now.
Right.
I cling to that because I can't really defend the last 3 years. Stats have been they've declined a little bit. The interceptions are up. He's tied for the most over the last 3 years, but there are 3 others. It's Ben and Jameis and Phillip Rivers.
Right.
So he's tied with those 3 for the most interceptions, 14, 16, and 13 over the last 3 years. We know he's not the most accurate thrower, but he's simply the most dynamic quarterback we've ever seen. Now, maybe Lamar Jackson is on path to change all that, to rise above even that. But Christian McCaffrey has now become the face of the franchise.
He is.
Christian McCaffrey is an undersized back.
Right.
Cam Newton was an oversized quarterback.
Yes.
But still, he took a lot of punishment.
Yes.
We got the Earl Campbell syndrome operating in a quarterback because he took on so many tacklers head on that maybe he's paying the price. And again, they finally, Adam Schefter, reporter on ESPN, that they finally put him on IR because they just got sick and tired of all the guesswork about what's wrong with him.
Right.
And being asked, obviously, Rivera gets asked, like every session,
coach, yes.
What's up with Cam? What's up? What is it? What is it exactly?
Skip,
and they finally said, okay, we're sick of it. He's gone. He's on IR for the rest of the year.
You remember after they lost the Super Bowl, they played the Broncos that opening Monday night.
Yep.
Do you remember the shots that Cam was taking in those games? I mean, he took 3 shots to the head that now we look back on it, you're like, those probably should have been $25,000, $40,000 fines.
Yep.
Wow.
No, you're right. It's like he lost a year off his career in one night.
Yep.
Right? So the point is, I think they have burned out a little bit on his leadership style or lack thereof, because Cam, to me, was always more of a solo act. Leadership was not his forte as far as leading vocally or by deed.
Right.
He just goes out and balls.
Right,
That's what he
right.
does, and that's going to lead you, and it led them to a whole lot of wins.
Yes.
But we know the pictures of Cam sitting down the bench and put the towel over his head. Like, I don't want to be associated with that, but remember on his YouTube channel, what he posted is a month or so ago? And it was titled, "The Truth About Why I'm Sidelined, in My Words, in My Way." Do you remember this? And he was dressed up, but he lit up a cigar and he was sipping wine.
Right.
And then he, over a 15-minute period, explained what was wrong.
Right.
I don't think he went to Liz Frank injury,
Right.
but that's what he now supposedly has
Correct.
with his foot, which
Right.
is, that's
Yeah.
serious business.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, so could that hamper him going forward? Is he just one of those beaten up, like Michael Vick at the end, when he got to Philly, it just started to unravel, because he'd be the first, we have him on the show a lot of Mondays,
Right.
but he'd be the first to tell you, I was just pounded, man.
Right.
I've just it becomes like cauliflower body, right? Where
yeah.
you're just,
And it got to the point, Skip, that every time that he got hit, either he stayed down or the ball came out.
that is correct.
That's the first, and that's the indication that you say, you know what? He couldn't. I mean, Skip, even though he wouldn't get hit, he would hit the ground hard.
Yep.
And he wouldn't get up.
That is true. So USA Today has a whole big story speculating on if this is it, and it's like leaning in that direction, where would he go? Well, Chicago's one of the
Denver.
destination. Denver is a destination. Tennessee is a destination. Those teams have good defenses,
Yeah.
and they don't mind winning a 13-10 game.
Absolutely.
So if Cam can get you 13 kind of on his own, be my guest.
He better than Tannehill. He better than Mariota.
Yep.
He better than Flacco. He's better than what they got in Denver. He's better than Trubisky
Yep.
and Chase Daniel. He's better than those. There are three teams right
I
there.
know.
Okay.
That if Cam Newton is on the open market, they should be first in line.
Would you take a shot? I would
Absolutely.
too. I would take a shot.
Absolutely.
And you know what?
Hell, I called John Elway in Denver, who's running it. Hey, bro, look at Cam.
Take a shot.
Do it. Maybe he needs to start fresh.
Maybe.
As he goes on age 31, maybe it's time for a fresh start.
Right.
Maybe he ran his course in Charlotte, and maybe it just doesn't feel right anymore.
Sometimes, Skip, you don't realize what you have until it's gone.
Maybe.
And you have Cam, you're like, well, we winning these games with Kyle Allen. That's not to take anything away from Kyle Allen, because he's played well. They're playing well as a team.
Just as a note, you know how much I liked Will Greer coming
Right.
out, and he has not had his shot yet.
Right.
So maybe at some point he would get his shot.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We'll see.
Yep.
But maybe you're right.
Listen, you want to talk about big shoes to fill? Those
Yeah.
are big shoes. He won a lot of football games. He got you to a Super Bowl. He did a lot of great things. Not good things. He did great things.
Right.
He beat New England a couple times.
Yes.
One on a Monday night.
Yep.
Remember that?
Yep.
That was big time.
Hey, Skip, he went
Beat him up there.
Yes.
Beat him up there.
Just 2 years ago.
No, he beat him up there.
Yeah.
So he has quite a resume, but it seems like everything went sour on it.
Right.
In Carolina, maybe it's time to start fresh, and I would like to see him
Yeah.
re-challenge
Yeah.
elsewhere.
Start fresh in Denver.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
couldn't believe
I'll
it
buy
when he
that.
brought up his age, just being 30. I mean, he should have time.
Okay,
Right.
he should have time,
Right.
but it's
Given
like
if he gets
it
healthy.
feels
His
like
31 is probably like 35 with
it
the
is.
shots that he's taking.
It
Yes.
is. That's the problem.
He's not one of those guys that, he got hit a lot. Mobile quarterbacks take a lot of punishment because they run themselves out of something on the backside while running them something into the front side, and then he's running and scrambling.
I agree.
And he's a big man. Cam Newton, when I first saw him, I'm like, this dude's a quarterback. Cam is legit 6'5", 255.
That's a good point.
But he's lost weight. He's become full-time vegan now. He's lost weight. He's down probably like 245 now.
Okay.
But he's a huge
But
man.
even when he was 255, he didn't play 255.
No.
He didn't look. He
wasn't
looked like
bulky.
because he could move.
Yes,
That's
yes. He's statuesque. He's
When you list all the teams, though, that need a quarterback, it
Yeah.
feels like when he is healthy, and hopefully he has a good recovery from that injury.
The only team I know
gotta
that doesn't
imagine.
need a quarterback is Dallas.
Oh, really?
They got
no.
I think that anytime you step out there any given Sunday, I think it's going to be a tough game. But I think that when number 15 is back there, tough becomes, you know, you got a shot.
Got you. But you know what I saw in the last two games? Again, he's got no use for Matt Moore. I do. I respect him as a quality backup quarterback. Obviously, he's not even in the universe with
The
Patrick
dude was
Mahomes.
coaching high school football
Okay,
last year.
I got it. But if you look what the dude just did in those back-to-back games, it was pretty great. And that team responded to him because I thought everybody lifted their games around Matt Moore in
But
ways.
I think that if you just turn off the game and don't even watch Matt Moore, and you just look at that guy on the sideline with the curly hair, the hoodie, the way that he running around, the way that he energetic, the way that he interacting with his teammates, they're ready for him to come back.
Okay, well, I got that. But did you see what the numbers he put up? Again, you thought they were going to lose these games, and they shouldn't have lost to Green Bay except for the luckiest pass of the year.
Rodgers.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers throws a fall away, no look into the end zone and admits later, I was actually trying to throw it to the tight end, and he overthrew him by 10 yards.
He saw the guy.
Jamal Williams.
Didn't he say he saw a glimmer?
He saw some glimpse of a jersey in the back of the end zone, but he
Good
said,
enough.
I was aiming for 6'7" Jimmy Graham.
Sometimes
and he
it's
airmailed.
way better to be lucky than
Okay, well, he was lucky.
I expect him to play well, and this is the first time he's going to have his full arsenal. Reek is back. That's the guy. He's the difference maker.
Man, that's the guy that's wearing the number 10 jersey that's got the jetpack on the back of him.
And Sammy Watkins is finally healthy.
Have you ever been on a practice field with anything like Tyreek?
Never. I mean, I think that's what's more impressive than his actual speed is his stamina. I mean, the guy finishes every single catch to the end zone.
In practice.
He's finishing, and it's like, man, how'd he get back so fast? We sit on the sideline like, he just caught a deep ball. How's he back?
You saw what he did to his running back the other day, Damian.
Man, he's
He just tracked him.
Well, he said he did it because Damian Williams keeps saying in practice that he could outrun it.
Listen, we actually had a time in the locker room where he was taking bets of giving people 20 and 30-yard head starts. And, back in my day, I could run. And it was just like, man, give me a 20, 30-yard. Let me go back out on this practice field with him. And when you really get on the field and you feel that speed on you, it's almost like being in a...
time with a 20-yard head.
Because there's the difference between football speed and track speed. And I tell people that this dude legitimately has track speed. He's a track speed guy that can play football because normally...
It translates.
Yes,
Some
because
don't translate.
You've been around guys. Normally, track guys, they're frail. They're thinly built.
Yeah.
This dude is compact. He's muscular. And he's turned himself into a big...
You got to see him work out, though. You got to see this dude on the Vertimax. You got to see this dude squatting.
Yeah. You can tell the way he's built, Skip. And
how would you judge his hands? How would you rate them?
I think that he catches the ball well, but what he does better than have natural, pure hands, he goes up and gets it.
Yeah, he's
to see a guy that's that small go up and get the ball, I never seen nothing like it before. I always look back and say I tried in my mind to say who faster than him, who have I played faster than him, but I never ever felt any football speed like that. I'm sure there's people out there that's faster.
Got the most talented quarterback you've ever seen and the most gifted
Well, I don't
receiver.
know about he's the most talented quarterback that I've ever played with. I mean, I remember sitting on that sideline. This big guy that wear number 18 for Indianapolis, Sheriff.
Yeah.
I think we all know where we're going with.
Oh, yeah, you was there when he came to... You was there when Denver came there and Tony Romo did that thing for us, served that thing right on up for us.
Yeah, but I also was in Indianapolis when we was a struggling ball club. No, I was in Dallas. Struggling ball club goes down. Jason Garrett gets promoted. Coach, why are they promoting him? He was a terrible offensive coordinator. Go down there against a team. Best team in the NFL. Pick six. Pick six.
They felt bad for y'all.
No.
Guys.
I still got my pick six. I still got my ball.
But are you projecting Patrick Mahomes to be better than Peyton Manning when all is said and done?
I don't know about that. We're going too far now. We're comparing apples to oranges.
You are.
We comparing apples to oranges.
You talk about a guy that's been to 4 Super Bowl, won 5 regular season MVPs. I mean, look, the guy is supremely talented, and he's young. We've never seen anything like this, a guy that have this kind of success. Dan Marino had this kind of success in his second season. He was on pace again to throw for 5,000-6,000 yards. And Tyreek Hill is young. Sammy Watkins is young. This core group, Andy's not going anywhere. Andy's, I don't know how old Andy is.
But it's one thing that we all can't project in this thing.
Well, yeah.
It's one thing that we all can't. But I mean, he's got all the talent.
I got all that. But my only fear for that kid, and he's still a kid, is that Andy lets him get away with too much, because I saw him in camp practicing no-look passes, practicing left-handed passes.
But what people don't realize is Steve Young threw no-look passes to Jerry Rice all the time. Jerry Rice lined up at the backside on the X. Yeah. It's anticipation. He dropped back. You know, he
Nobody
knows.
ever made a
He
deal
knows. He
with
knows
Steve Young throwing
it's
no
cover 3. So if I'm gonna look right, I'm gonna naturally get that weak side hook player to drift. So you got to throw it to a spot.
Okay.
If I'm throwing it 18 and 2 every time.
Time out. Steve, no one ever talked about Steve Young throwing no
He
looks.
throws them, though.
But he's throwing anticipatory passes where he's just saying he's going to be there at that time, so I'm just going to cut
You
him
talking
loose.
about he actually throwing the ball, not looking at
I'm talking about scramble no looks, where it's a broken play,
But he
and
sees,
you're just
but
no
I think he sees you. I think he sees you, and I think the more that he can keep his eyes downfield, the better chance that he has at anticipating.
And he don't pull the deep. Because once you start looking at the guy, where's the defense going to go? To that guy. So he says, if I'm looking over here, you still think I'm going to throw the ball over there and I'm going to throw it.
Okay,
Right.
but you know what happens in this league? If you get a little too full of yourself, too many no-looks and too many left-handeds, maybe next time he'll throw behind his back or
It's
between his
coming.
legs.
It's coming.
Okay?
Why not?
Try that, and this league is going to say,
but Brett
watch this.
Favre made a living out of it. Brett Favre just said, you know, I'm going to throw a strawberry through a battleship. I don't care how many people is there.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
And he did it.
Yeah, but
But sometimes the strawberry hit the broadside of the mountain, splatter.
It did.
right?
True.
Yeah.
But you know what, Skip? I don't, and I agree with I don't believe Andy would put him out there because there's a difference, Skip. You can put somebody out there healthy, but if they can't protect themselves, because at the end of the day, because you know when you're in practice and you come back from an injury, they script everything. Nobody's gonna get close to him, but come game time, he's gonna have to make a sudden move. Somebody breaks Scott free, and you're gonna have to be able to make a move, and they must feel very, very comfortable that that knee is healed properly enough that he can protect
Okay.
himself.
But what I can tell you is there probably won't be no more quarterback sneaks anytime soon.
Shouldn't have been one anyway.
Oh,
But anyway.
there's not. Tom Brady leads the world in quarterback sneaks, and he's just fine.
Your guy Carson Wentz he's the best quarterback. He's best quarterback sneak.
But not if a guy's injured. He has an injured ankle. So don't even put him in that situation. Don't even put him in the situation. If you got running backs back there and they can't get what the hell are they back there for if they can't get 4th and 1?
That's true, but I don't want to. Me personally, I don't always like handing the ball off 7 yards deep to get one.
Thank you.
You've been doing it all this other time.
Sometimes I don't like that. I mean, if you out there and you out there, you
You know,
healthy.
guess what you never saw was Peyton Manning had his injury.
What happened?
Quarterback sneak.
I mean, Peyton was
What?
40 when he had his injury.
Oh, Tom Brady 42 and he's still sneaking.
That's a
Because
special guy.
You don't put people in situations. It's kind of like if you got an injured shoulder, you're not gonna be banging your shoulder. You're gonna have guys on plays where they don't have to use
But
their shoulder.
Shannon, he had an injured
Ankle. Yes.
and then he gets a knee. I mean, what's the chances?
Very good.
No.
Because
$1 billion
you
to one
compensate.
freak injury.
No, I don't think he's compensating. I think
Okay.
he was just.
You don't think he compensated?
I don't think he compensated for right there. I think that he just ended up
No.
getting somebody landing on him.
He hurt the ankle in week 1.
Correct.
He re-injured it in 4 and 5. What happens when you hurt one side of your body?
You do
You start to-
compensate, but I think that was a freak play. I think just somebody landed on him. I mean, none of us knew what happened. I'm sure you probably
No.
thought it was his knee. He was gone. I'm sure we all thinking we didn't see the last of Pat.
Okay,
This
so
guy-
back to the game at hand. We got Kansas City at Tennessee. They're the 7th in points allowed. That defense is.
They
I think
good.
it's going to be a struggle, and I'm going to make this point again. For Matt Moore, that whole team rose up around him, and when Patrick plays, I think the team often sits back, especially the defense, and waits for him to make a
But
spectacular
I think that
play.
him coming back I would equate this to being the first game of the season. The excitement is there.
Okay.
I think the defense is playing better. I think they're settling in the
Seems like
Spagnuolo
it.
system.
Okay, I'm going to go Kansas City close, 27-24, and this is a 6-point game. They're favored by 6, but I'm going to go, again, Tennessee will cover this.
Well, the thing is, the games they lost, what do, Skip? You run the football. And they got big Derrick Henry. They're going to try to batter him with Derrick Henry.
Yep.
I'm going to go a little bigger than that. I'm going to go 31-20 because I don't think the Titans' offense is good enough to keep up. Because at the end of the day, you still got to score points to beat them.
All right, what's your gut on that?
I'm going to go Chiefs close. But I mean, no, I'm going to go close because I think that in these big spreads, you always get that backdoor cover. You always get that last touchdown at the end for that coach trying to make it look
those
good.
things, huh? Interesting.
Now I am that I watch the game from a different perspective.
All right.
You didn't say with Tyreek Hill when he gave you 20, 30 yards. Did you
No,
get him?
I'm not taking that bet. No, not at all.
Because if he suck you up, you like,
I mean, whoa.
suck you
Whoa.
up. Maybe 200.
Whoa.
He give you 20 and 200.
No, the suck you up part.
Yeah, he going to get you.
What'd you time in the 40? Did you
4-3-2.
4.32, and you're
Yeah.
scared of him with a 20-yard head start?
Man, I got a lot of miles on this. About a lot of miles on this
Yeah,
whole
that was 4-3-2, like what?
2008.
Ain't no 4-3-2 coming out 2008 now.
Orlando, we're going to give you a quick break from these two, but
Okay.
don't go too far because we want you coming back for an Antonio Brown segment. But before the NFL